You know, there's nothing like cracking that cellophane and pulling that record out. It just smells great.
Welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Non-stop hardcore energy.
I love the show, guys. You're awesome.
Unlike any other.
With your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bod Father.
Man, this stuff rocks.
Hey, what's up? This is CJ Pierce from Drowning Pool, and you listen to BODS Mayhem Hour right here. Get your soul.
The views and opinions of the guests do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of BODS Mayhem Hour, its staff, affiliates, or sponsors. Parental discretion is advised. Welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Hey everybody, welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour. I am your host, John the Bod, aka the Bod Father, and as always, I bring you guys and gals awesome interviews. But before I bring on my awesome guests, please go out to YouTube and support BODS Mayhem Hour. Subscribe to that link, folks. It takes 2 seconds, and we got a lot of great stuff coming up for you guys and gals out there that I'm just telling you right now, you don't want to miss out. Trust me. So today is a huge bucket list check off of that because I've been a fan of this band for a very, very long time, and they are still bringing it today. I welcome Mr. CJ Pierce, guitarist and founding member of the mighty Drowning Pool, and they have released their 7th studio full-length album after 6 years entitled Strike a Nerve via T-Boy Universal Music Entertainment, and it's out now. Get out, pick this up. Also check out singles Mind Right and new single Strike a Nerve. CJ, my friend, welcome to the podcast, and like I said, it's an honor to have you guys on here finally after years.
Awesome. Thank you for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
Not a problem whatsoever. So how you been doing?
It's been great, dude. We're back out on the road, rocking out shows. We just did 3 shows in Colorado, and just every night was slamming. It's been great. You know, the record came out last month. We're playing new songs live, and everybody's digging it and going apeshit nuts. So it's been awesome, man. It's been killer.
You know what, man? It blows my mind that you guys completed recording, mixing, and mastering for this album. Plus, all the writing and everything was done before COVID.
Yeah, it was.
Haywire.
Yeah, man. It's been a mind. You know, it's been a hard one to go through. I mean, it's awesome now that we're here. But the last 3 years were tough. I know it was tough for everybody across the board, with everyone, you know, in their personal lives. But for us, you know, we worked really hard on this record, man. We spent more time on this than anything ever. This is the 3rd record with Jasen Moreno, and yeah, we signed this awesome deal, you know, with Universal, and then COVID happened, so we had to sit around and wait, man. Played a waiting game for a good 3 years. It was tough, but here we are, man. It's out. We're playing shows again, you know.
Did you think the album would ever be released because of not knowing the length of time when the world would, you know, reopen it back up? And plus, even the mind state of you guys, would you be like, yeah, let's go and put this out, or no, let's just go this way?
We were just kind of in a position to where we, you know, couldn't put it out really until we could tour to support it, which makes sense. I know other bands had put records out. We did talk about the idea of putting it out during that time, but just traditionally, man, it's like, you know, I love to bring that music to your town. We love to bring that to your town and tour while we put the record out. So we did the waiting game, and it was, you know, we didn't know how long you had to wait. Some people were constructive during that time. I talked to some of my friends and other bands that wrote songs at the time, but I went down the dark path. Some of us went, you know, dark because you just don't know what's going to happen. You just made this record. You knew it's a record that you worked the hardest on ever. You know, these songs come from the heart. You know, it's like you put your whole life into this, and then you have to wait. But again, like I said, we're here now, so we good.
But this is like after 6 years, man.
No, right?
You know, does it seem surreal now to look back and say, "Wow, this is, you know, our 7th studio album"? And do you feel like you guys should have had more albums out, or no?
Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, the history with Drowning Pool. I mean, it's just been an up and down career for us, man. It's been quite the serious roller coaster ride between management, labels. You know, we had, you know, obviously a rotation of singers till we finally got, you know, the right man, Jasen Moreno, singing with us. You know, he's been in the band for 10 years. This is our 3rd record. And we're more solid now than ever before, man. The shows have been great. The new songs, like I said, the reaction on stage is awesome. So it's, you know, somebody had said it earlier, you know, good things come to those who wait. I mean, I didn't want to wait. It drives you crazy and insane waiting, but we're here now. And you know, it's right, dude. The shows have been awesome to hang out and see the fans again and see our friends. Because we haven't been able to tour that much like the last few years, like everybody else. It's been awesome, dude. It's been awesome to reconnect with the fans.
Do you think that there's more fans out to shows now, CJ, than say previously before the pandemic? Do you think that there's more
Um,
out now?
I'm definitely sure. You know, we came out, we did a 4 week run early in the year in March and April, and
Mhm.
that was a really good run. And then we started this one like 3 weeks ago, had a week off, and we started like the next 3 weeks on it. And it's pretty much been pretty solid. You know, it's a few towns, where people like we played up in Jersey, everybody's still wearing masks and stuff like that. So you can tell some cities people are still slowly coming out of their houses. But for the most part, man, it's been killing, especially in Colorado. That was awesome.
What led the song Mind Right to be the first song released off this new album? What was it about that song that said, yeah, this has got to go out for Drowning Pool? This has got to be one that comes out swinging.
You know, this is one of those situations. It's probably the first one ever where we as a band, we love all the songs in the record. I'm proud of everything we have. And we let that decision up to management and label to pick what they wanted to put out first. We just removed ourselves from that. You know, we have 4 different guys. You know, we bring 4 different ideas to the table, and it comes together as Drowning Pool. I thought it was a good choice. We let them pick it. I mean, Mind Right, you know, it's a metal song. It's a hats off to Diamond Video. It's Soundhold, Texas, Southern Louisiana. It's type metal rock. That's what you get from the song. I'm glad that it came out, man. We got nothing but mad respect for it. And we have Devil More Damned out now.
Oh yeah,
dude, that one's killing it. That one's so much fun, man. And we have Choke. We put Choke out too, which is kind of like, more of a center foundation sound, if you will, to me. A little bit hats off to old school Drowning Pool with some new school sprinkles on top of it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about here in just a minute. But I'm going to say Todd sent this to me last night to listen to, and I'm just going to say this right now. Yeah, you're right. There is old school sounding Drowning Pool, but you've got that little mix of flavor in there of going outside the box of Drowning Pool, what you're normally accustomed to listening to. But it's good, man. This album, there's not a bad freaking song on it. I'll just say that straight up.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that, man.
This is great. I'm telling you this right now, man. Jasen, his vocals, when he does like the hard stuff, man, there's a little bit of Dave.
Yeah.
I hear a little bit of Dave.
Oh yeah. We all came up on the same scene. Jasen was came up on the scene with us in Dallas. Late 90s, early 2000s, we were all playing together. He had a band called Plastic Tongue and a band called Suicide Hook, and we always rocked out together. It was just again a natural evolution of our band, and for Jasen to come in 2012, and oh yeah, man, he kills it. He killed it on this record, dude. It was awesome watching him record it and just sitting there, just going for it, man, for hours and coming out all hot, sweaty, migraine headache, just bringing it. So, like I said, man, we really put our whole life into this, our time and effort into this. This is our art. This is our metal. This is our music, and I hope everybody enjoys it, man. Straight from the heart.
A Devil More Damned is by far my favorite track off here, and
Sweet.
I'm not saying it to be a dick or anything. I'm just saying it because it's true. This album is just one badass hell of a ride, and I'm going to talk about that here just a little bit more too, because there is a line in that song that just I was like, wow, that's not the truth. I don't know what is. We're going to talk about that here in just a little bit. So that's a little teaser, folks. Hang in there with me. Would you say as a band, you guys are hitting your maturity or stride musically finally? You're comfortable with the music. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Oh, well, definitely now, again, Mike, Stevie, and myself, we were friends in high school. We've been playing music together throughout this whole journey. And we had an amazing start with Dave Williams. I'm proud of all the records that we made, that we've had, working with Jason Gong Jones, obviously Ryan McCombs. All the music's great, but it's the 4 of us, as a band, and it's, when Jasen came in, it's like, that's when we really felt that and got to that point. And like I'm saying with this record, all of us bring ideas to the table, and we all have stuff that goes on in our personal lives and our lives together, and all that comes out in that music. It's real. It's a real deal, man. You feel it, you hear it, and the lyrics, you hear the music.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it was stronger now than ever before, dude. Honestly.
It's like I said earlier, man, if people don't get, a job on this and want to get up and just slam, then to me, there's something wrong, because this is great.
Something wrong with them. If they don't like this record, there's something wrong with them.
That's right.
Thanks, man.
So are these all brand new songs, or songs that didn't make a previous Drowning Pool album that you guys brought over?
Oh, no, these are all brand new songs we wrote. Again, obviously we recorded right before COVID, but no, they're all brand new ideas that we come up with. We have a lot of ideas, I would say, that didn't make this record, and a few that might make the next record, yes. But during this writing process, coming up with this, we had a lot of great ideas, and you know, these just made the most sense. They kind of gravitated together. They seemed like they have the best flow, if you will, with the track listing and everything.
So was there a track, CJ, that you guys are working on that totally ended up sounding different than what it was intended to? Was there one that just kept changing? Possibly.
Well, there's some of them come in more solid than others, and again, once you get in the studio and you lay it down for real, that's the last chance to like just go out. Devil More Damn is a great example of that. You know, we had a lot of the lyrics were set in stone and good to go, but the music was still like kind of open. It wasn't like nailed down yet, so that was one of them that changed, you know, kind of last minute to what it is now. It's changed to an amazing freaking song. So yeah, there's some stuff that changes like that. Choke is a song that kind of came in pretty solid. I think Mine Right was pretty much done. Everything But You, I think it evolved a lot of different ways, and what you hear on the record is like, you know, it's freaking, no, it was pretty solid.
So that was the vision I had for it.
That was the vision you had the whole time. Well, that vision Jason had the whole time.
Well,
he was ready to go.
What are you doing, man? Get on in here.
Oh, he's here. He's right there.
Well, you know, man.
he's hanging out. he's part of it. He's up in here.
After Dave's passing, how difficult was it to move on as Drowning Pool? And was there any thoughts, CJ, of not playing again and maybe just doing something other than under Drowning Pool's name?
Yeah, there was never any thoughts of not moving forward. It was just, what do we do right now? And you know, that was a tough time. Like, again, Mike, Stevie, and myself have been playing music together since high school. You know, we had a few other people we were rocking out with before we even had Dave. And once we had Dave, that's when things took off. It was a tough one, man, because, you know, it's a best friend. You can't like just replace your best friend, but it's also, it's music, it's a band. And again, with Jason Gong Jones, he had a really powerful, strong voice, but just like you're saying, friendship, personality wise, it just wasn't, you know, it wasn't the guy. And again, Ryan McCombs, amazing voice. You know, we're all still friends and get along and all that stuff, but, you know, it just still wasn't the right fit. It wasn't like Drowning Pool as you know it. And with Jason, again, he's just been family for years. It was like a no-brainer. We should have probably started this sooner. And here we are. I mean, dude, like I said, we're totally locked in. You know, we all communicate better now than ever before in writing songs and ideas. So, I mean, it's never been easier, if you will, to get, you know, the ideas and the point across with music and lyrics.
Yeah, I think Dave would be very happy with this fit.
Oh yeah, man. Dave and Jason, we all hung out. We all played shows together back then. He would want us to keep going on for sure. And a lot of people get weird about it. They don't know us personally, and they you know, think, oh, it's not the same other singer or something. You know, it's music. It evolves anyway. And it's not uncommon for like every band to have some sort of a member change. It's just it's like a relationship. You know, the divorce rate is 50% in America, whatever. So you know, it just evolves and keeps going. I mean, Jason does justice to everything on the Center record, on all their past songs, and he also brings his own amazing voice to the table. So don't miss it. Come out to the show and see it for yourself, you know.
Dude, I know you said you loved all these tracks, every one of them, but are there any tracks standing out more to you than any right now on this album personally?
You know, I love all of them equally, but I love bringing this one up. You know, with Jason, we have a song called Stay and Bleed. And, you know, we had a long flight. We actually got to, you know, do USO shows every morning. We flew to Guam out of all places, and I think we're both just like late and tired. And you know, Jay and I, you know, we're just tired and hungry and kind of got into it. And he said, "You do you, and I'll do me, and stay the fuck away from me." and you know, a few months later, I'm like working on this riff, and it just like, "You do you, and I'll do me, and stay the fuck away." Just like, so I called him, "Hey Jay, remember that time we had that little thing? Let's write a song about it." So you know, again, another song that's personal with us in the band. And it's just a fucking awesome metal song. It's one of my favorite songs on that, on the record. So what'd you think about that, Jay?
Accurate.
Accurate.
I got the okay from Jay. So again, like that, just that's, you know, band dynamics and stuff. And a great song came out of it. So yeah, check it out.
I gotta say this too. When I listen to that, it came out left field a little bit, because it's like, this kind of don't sound like Drowning Pool, and then when it hits in, it's like, oh no, never mind.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, a song like Rope too is that's kind of like my typical type of, you know, that's me 101 with the riffs. Again, for fans that like the Center record or the hardcore fans, if you want to know, you're still going to get that with us. But obviously, with life, you know, things come at you and you experience it, and through that you write music about it. So things are always going to change and evolve. And in our case, man, it changed for the best, dude. Like, we're back on it, man. We're having a great time together. We're having great shows, you know. Put out a great record.
I gotta say this because, like I said, when I listened to this song last night, it floored me because it hit me, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's if that's not the truth, I don't know what is." There is a line in the song, "A devil more damned. Every sinner has a future, and a saint has a past."
Yeah.
That right there, like I said, that could not be more truer. You know, that's a powerful song.
Yeah, that's a great line, man. Yeah, that's Stevie Benton came up with that line. That's a good line, man. You know, Stevie has some zingers, man. He throws it out there. You know, Mike every now and then does. You know, obviously Jasen, we all write those stuff out there. But yeah, that's a good line too, man. We have a lot of strong lines on this record, which I love. You know, again, we took the time to you know, to put the right words with the music to express what we're feeling, man. I think I nailed it on that one for sure.
So how do you stay fresh with your guitar playing? Because I mean, everybody has their own unique sounds and coming up with different things. But how do you stay fresh to, you know, not duplicate or, you know, just not copycat yourself?
I know I do that naturally because I just, again, I play how I feel. So like, you know, there's so much happened in life, and especially the last 3 years, so many things have happened in all of our lives that I have enough feel and inspiration to write songs about that. So it's definitely a constant evolution. I know some bands do that thing where they have that song, that hit, that sound, and they kind of have that same thing for a couple of records. And some of them are pretty big bands and famous bands that have their sound. And you know, with Dragon Pool, we didn't just write 20 other Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. I mean, we write what we feel in the moment. You know, because it's music. It's just inspiration for what's happening at the time you're doing it. So that's how we do to stay fresh, man. I'm always rocking out on guitar. I'm always noodling around. And I just love new ideas and new sounds. So I like Led Zeppelin back in the day, just as an example, not that I'm comparing us to them as much as like, you know, with their records, like they had their foundation sounds, Zeppelin 1 and 2, and then they started bringing different elements and different styles into their music. And I think that's what I love that about them. They always kept it fresh. So
I want to say this too. Drowning Pool is the only band that can have an elderly singer that come on stage with them and rock out to Bodies. They're the only band that can do that.
Yeah. That was awesome, man. Dude, he's a great guy. He came out and rocked out with us at the Open Air Festival in Chicago a couple of years ago. And at the time when I found out about this, I didn't know he did that. It was the night before, I guess he went on and American Got Talent, whatever he'd sang the song. And at the time, like Stevie or Mike, they were sending me links to stuff, but every time I clicked on it, it was like a dick pic or something like that. So, you know, I got the link for this thing. And I'm like, I'm not going to click on this thing. And then I started getting texts and calls from everybody. Did you hear about this guy? So I clicked on the link, and it was of him, you know, doing Bodies on the show, and just insane, crazy asshole, man.
Yeah.
But super sweet guy, super sweet guy. And, you know, I'm sure now that we're touring again and out and about, I'm sure if he's in the area, he's always welcome on stage to come do Bodies just again. That was a great moment.
Who did the artwork for this amazing album?
Melanie Myers did it. So we had a lot of different ideas. We had a lot of different emails and texts of ideas that we wanted to do for it.
What do you hope everyone takes away while listening to these brand new songs, or just anything from Drowning Pool, man? What do you hope to get from it in general?
I'm hoping if you're at the gym and you listen to this record, you get a good workout. Maybe you're late for work, you put on Drowning Pool, you get there a little bit faster. Driving in your car. No, man, dude. We put out a real, true, honest record, man. Put out a fucking metal record. There's some deep tracks on there, like deep songs, like You Know Everything But You. Yeah, man. I hope everybody fucking enjoys the hell out of it.
I know you had a lot of music while you were growing up, and you still have a lot of music to this day that you listen to, but do you still have a go-to album or a song that you find yourself going back to and listen to that you have to listen to it eventually? Do you have one possibly?
I mean, just because forever, just I've been a fan. You know, Pantera is always on my playlist. I listen to them daily, religiously. Just enjoy it. You know, man, we listen to all kinds of stuff on this bus. Jay's really great at that because every day he has a different kind of playlist of music all over the board. It's not just always metal. It's a lot of different styles and stuff. So I can't really narrow it down to one, but I definitely say like Pantera is forever like in my daily playlist, for sure.
Folks, you want to get out and pick up Drowning Pool's 7th studio full-length album entitled Strike a Nerve via T-Boy Universal Music Entertainment. If you have not listened to Drowning Pool, I don't know what's wrong with you, because you definitely are missing out on a great, great band. So, CJ, as always, I ask everybody, how can folks stay in touch with Drowning Pool, buy this new album, tour dates, all that good stuff, sir? How can they do that?
Yeah, all the information. We got the drowningspool.com up. Everything's always on the Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, all the social media places, man. Send them all up. All the information's right there for you.
And before I let you go, would you care to do a promo for my show?
Sure, man. Hey, what's up? This is CJ Pierce from Drowning Pool, and you listen to BODS Mayhem Hour right here. Get you some.
Everybody stick around. We got some great stuff coming up, and you only hear these interviews right here on BODS Mayhem Hour. Please get out and check out our Facebook page. Click on that YouTube link and subscribe to it. And it also has the podcast link as well. And please, like I said, pick up Drowning Pool's new album entitled Strike a Nerve. You won't be disappointed. Go back and look at their old catalog too. If you don't like them, like I said, you just need help. That's all I got to say. So, but anyway, get out and check them out, and you won't be disappointed again. So, CJ, my friend, thank you guys for everything, and continue on with this, man, because this album's a brute.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Come check out the show, man. We'll catch up.
I would definitely do that. Thanks.
You're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.